good. Okay, very good.
Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is another What the Fuck Wednesday, February 24th, 2021, episode number 633. Boys, how you doing? We got a full house. I'm Will. We got Pat, Mark, and Wes. How you doing, fellas? You ready for this show?
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Yes.
I don't know.
What do you not know about beef? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm kidding. Let's fucking do it, bro.
Pat, where are you? Your setup looks different.
You just woke up. We've been here for an hour. Well, we did the pre-show. I'm in my bedroom.
Paying attention.
Ooh.
Sorry, it's called
I love it.
it's called a conversation for the radio. You're big on that.
Was Wes sleeping? Is that
Ooh.
part
Wait,
of this conversation?
You just wake up?
He sock it to me right back.
You guys socking it to each other?
He sock it to me.
Where are you at?
Are you gonna answer the question or not?
I'm in my bedroom, man.
He's just in a different room. Yeah.
I got
Your
2 rooms
background's
here.
your background's freaking me out, man.
Wes thought he only had one room and then and the whole place in Rutherford. You just got
He
that
just-
one wall, right?
It just looks like he's on a stool or something. I don't know.
It's an orange metal chair that looks like it's like from a school cafeteria.
Pat's working on his setup there. Pat's
Bro. I
getting his setup
got my
done.
lighting set up done. I got to deck it out back
You're,
here. But
you're very well lit, I gotta say.
I broke the first metal chair. Broke the metal on it.
Welcome. Hey, guess what? Speaking of breaking chairs, I went into Home Depot today and they hooked me up with a free set of hardware to fix the latest seat that I fucked up. I just fucked up the installation, actually. So, but
Okay.
made the
What
move
about
from.
what about the previous 4 seats you broke?
Well, I made
Installation
the
issues?
guys trust. Look. I made the move from wood to plastic, and that's taking care of the problem completely. But plastic has worse connectors to the toilet top, so you got to get. I stripped them. Got to went back in there. Had to
I get
beg-
it. As
beg
opposed
for
to
a new nut,
cracking
new
it like
plastic
you were
nut.
with the wood, you're sliding your way off.
Well, I
with
was
the
cracking it with my hand because I was
Yeah.
hand tightening it just way too tightly.
Why'd they give you free hardware?
Hey, Will.
Because I was jimmying it too hard with my hand. I needed a new nut.
Will's back.
Hey, Will.
No, Will, I
got,
understand
Got what you need right here, sir.
The
why.
guy, when I went to the guy, I was like, I bought a toilet seat. I was like, should I just bring it back if it's got a defective part? He's like, I can't take your toilet seat back. I was like, yeah, no shit, you can't. He's like, you've installed it, right? I'm like, yeah. Well, can you give me the nut? Because otherwise, this seat is useless. I want to return it. And he's like, all right, bring me the box. Bring me the box. I'll give you the nut.
He asked you to twirl for him? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
The workers are taking bets on when Will's going to be back for his next
Yeah.
toilet seat. They've got like a calendar.
When I brought the box back to him, he's like, when did you buy this toilet seat? I'm like, about 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, okay. He doesn't
All right,
even
Jerry,
ask.
you won, Jerry.
Yeah.
He
They
sees
tear
the look
down
of me.
the number from the wall.
Yeah.
Put,
He didn't need the receipt. He knew. I buy a lot of toilet seats.
They ask you, what are you eating?
Oh man, I bought a bunch of Pepto Bismol when we were in the thing in Austin because I was trying to like not shit a lot. Like I was drinking and I didn't want
That's
to
a
have the
good
runs.
idea. To power
So I was trying to
outage.
clog it up, and the lady asked me,
Or
it was me
water.
and my wife. She goes, "So which one of you two has the stomach problems? That's a lot of pink stuff." And I was like, "Oh, that's embarrassing."
Someone ask you about that?
Yeah.
They're not supposed to ask.
No, they
you.
shouldn't. They shouldn't.
They're
But it
not.
was apparently so much
In
that
fact-
she had to.
They're supposed to have pity on you, like this guy for me. Like when I was like, it's a toilet. I'm talking about a toilet seat. Can you
Yeah,
just-
it's like-
you can just hook me up.
You show up at the CVS getting a Plan B, and the lady's like, so which one of you is the whore?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's exactly what we felt like. A couple
Got your
bathroom
depression.
whores.
Got your depression medicine here.
Yeah, it was sad boy, huh?
Who's sad? Yes.
All right, we got a happy hour this Friday. Speaking of not sad, the opposite happy hour.
Oh shit!
If you're on patreon.com/hard factor in the send in the car group, we got the Hard Ohio happy hour this Friday.
Ooh, and we'll have stereo shows today and Friday too, leading up to that. So, but we'll
Let's
talk
get
more
into
about
it.
that in the show. Pat, let's get us going.
Let's get it going, guys. This one's from P-Fits. Shout out P-Fits. Guys, AI can really be an amazing thing. However, here at Hard Factor, we are an anti-robot podcast because plain and simple, they can't be trusted. Sometimes,
Well, yeah, anti-robot, except for Machine Lord is, he's-
Will's
he's-
alter ego. Will's playing both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like some robots too.
Okay.
I'm anti-robot, Pat.
Thank you. It's kind of like when Saddam Hussein, right, was in power. Every member of Iraq had to celebrate his birthday, right? And they didn't do that because they loved his birthday. You know what I mean? Machine Lord lover up there. Will loves Machine Lord because he fears him.
I created an account just to worship machines. That's how scared of machines I am.
It's called an insurance policy.
Just that way, it's tied to my identity, and they'll be like, okay, this guy, he respects us.
Well,
Playing both sides.
for the most part, I mean, what we actually feel in our hearts is we don't fucking trust robots, except for maybe.
Well, I don't trust them. That's why I made the account. I mean, it's
100.
hard. It's a hard thing to do. They'll see straight through my like attempt. I think they're gonna know. Oh, he just did this because he doesn't.
We
Maybe
don't trust
2.0.
them. We don't trust them, but we respect them. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Why, guys? Because sometimes even when they're trying to do quote good robot things, they end up doing something terrible, which is what one chess YouTuber can attest to. Late last year, a very popular Croatian chess YouTube channel. I mean, all things being relative, I'm assuming it's about as successful as Hard Factor's YouTube, right? No, I'm kidding. But nonetheless, the channel, run by a player named Antonio Radic, also known as Agadamotor, was disabled on YouTube for hate speech. They cited hate speech for why they disabled his account.
Not Agadamotor. You wouldn't expect that.
No,
Ukrainian? No way.
Oh,
Croatian.
Oh, Croat.
A Croatian? No way.
Well, Antonio was confused. He was confused. And I don't mean about what he's doing with his life running a chess YouTube channel. I mean, he was confused about why he was banned. Outside of the odd insult that never gets worse than calling someone a Poindexter, which is really only hate speech in certain Ivy League circles, he ran a clean channel. So what gives, guys?
He would really call people a Poindexter if they were getting live with him on his chess.
Checkmate, Poindexter.
That was
Checkmate.
a little writing. No, that was
Yeah.
me doing a little
I
improv.
really, why? I mean, it's funny, but I was hoping that like you'd actually seen an example, like you'd done a deep dive. But
Checkmate, goober.
Flip
you
over.
just told me you had.
Flip over your King Twizzler pants.
Yeah, all clean insults. So yeah, what's going on? Well, the video that got the 1 million subscriber channel, I take that back, way more successful than Hard Factor. Screw you. The video got that they got the 1 million subscriber channel flagged was a segment that Antonio posted back in June with Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura, a 5-time champion and also the youngest American to earn the title of Grandmaster. You wouldn't know it by his name. Guys, after a little
Good
digging,
guest. Yeah.
it turns out that the AI thought that the entire segment that he posted to YouTube was a conversation between a white guy and a black guy who kept calling each other by their skin color and threatening to attack each other.
Because of the colors, yeah. There's white chess pieces and black chess pieces, and there's
Didn't it
attacking.
get it? Yeah, didn't it get it though when it was like they were like to D4 or whatever the space names are?
They're like,
Didn't
you're
figure it
racist,
out.
but you treat your women very nicely. They call them queens all the time.
The queen is
Yeah.
so well taken care of and powerful.
Yeah.
It must be the black guy calling a queen.
Okay, Wes. That's why Wes. Yeah. Okay.
Wes is going to get us banned.
What? That's
The,
funny.
What?
It's all right. Yeah.
Call center West.
Black attacks white. Black is threatening white. Guys, it's pretty interesting, though. Furthermore, experts found that 80% of chess videos across all of YouTube have been flagged for hate speech because of this.
That makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
They need to change the algorithm. Oh, my God, he took the bishop. Where'd he take him?
Yeah.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's
hilarious.
It's a peek into how those algorithms work, for sure.
AIs are so stupid and they don't understand like maybe it's because they don't program the understanding of like racism and the dynamics of it, but we've done other stories where AIs like become racist because they don't understand that it's like wrong or whatever, I guess, or
Well,
they're a reflection of society.
They're a reflection
so
of people, right? So, yeah.
so
Yeah.
the AIs, they're just like racism and the AIs, they have not figured out how to get them to like understand it or work.
I
with it.
mean, look, Yahoo hasn't turned their comments back on since they turned them off 2 years ago.
yeah.
For good reason. And a little inside
Yeah.
baseball, every night when we upload the YouTube video, YouTube's been getting a little bit better about it. But essentially, it's like a game of Twister with the YouTube, I guess, standards department in terms of like what you select or don't select that's in the video, so that you can monetize it. It's like, do you have fleeting conversations about 9/11 and a marginalized?
Yeah. What they
exactly is it educational hate speech, or is it like or is it mean hate? So they literally have those options. Like
YouTube. No. What it was we needed to select strong profanity.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
But then you can't monetize that. We'll get into it.
As soon as you hit strong profanity,
but then you can't fucking monetize the cocksucker. You know,
you guys are actually going through that. I just always click none
strong
of the
language.
above.
Well, yeah, and that's why we got banned.
That's why we get so many flags.
Yeah,
we got banned.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Glad to see everyone's following the sheet. Hey, fellas, we're in the thick of winter and storms are brewing, if you know what I mean. Looks like 1 to 3 inches are in the forecast when you trim that hibernation bush that's taking place in your pants.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
luckily our partners over there at Manscaped specialize in products to make sure you're walking around town with beautiful snowballs. Did not write it, but it's okay. Talking points, guys, but the product's great. Manscaped is here to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience, offering precisions engineered tools for the family jewels. That was good. Now, I know I'm nervous about being in the delivery room with a less than trim field. You know what I mean? I know that Cade's going to be exposed, but I don't know. Are they going to ask me to take my pants off? Who knows? I want to be prepped.
Check me out, Doc. Yeah.
In case I need to pop my pants off in solidarity. The lawnmower, guys, 3.0 trimmer is the best hygiene tool for the modern man. I use it on my balls. And because of the ceramic blade and advanced skin-safe technology, that's trademarked. Your snags on your snowballs will be reduced. And this is important, guys, because I had been using another trimmer. I'm not going to say which one. And I lost the guard, and I almost had to go get surgery with stitches because I could see one of them. It wasn't good. That will never happen to you.
Never again.
With the lawnmower 3.0. Their performance package is the best buy of 2021. The performance package comes with the new and improved lawnmower, the Weed Whacker, which is the ear and nose hair trimmer, which is really good, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag. It's fantastic. You can get 20% off and free shipping with this code, guys, Hard Factor. You got to put it in at manscaped.com. They also have a ton of other amazing men's hygiene products on their website, disposable mats for your pubes, to floor deodorant. I know the lady will appreciate that. Foot deodorant, excuse me. So get 20
ball deodorant, bro. Mm-hmm. It's cream. Yeah. It's nice.
If your lady, it's like or a lady or whoever you're with walks into your bathroom and sees that Manscaped plugged in, you have a much better chance of seeing some action that night.
You're getting anal.
Yeah.
Or if she walks in, doesn't see pubes on the floor, and then notice you shave your pubes, she's gonna think that you became a magician.
Cool. Yeah.
Had that happen, because you never can get them all, but with their mats, their disposable mats, you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, 20% off, guys. Manscaped.com. Use code Hard Factor. That's 20% off with free shipping. Promo code Hard Factor. Manscaped.com for making our winter wieners look so good. Thank you, guys.
All right. Mm-hmm. Still winter, unfortunately. Fucking groundhog. Okay, I have a politician social update for you today. How did some of the politicians do today on the social stuff?
Badly.
I should say yesterday.
Usually.
Yeah, badly. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing the segment, right?
Mm-hmm. Usually bad.
I wouldn't be doing it if they did good. Well, Donald Trump, who still is banned from Twitter, obviously, a big lover of golf, right? Obviously, and a big lover of Florida. And you put those two things together, and you'd assume he's a big lover of Tiger Woods. We'll get into that later with Wes, but he was in a bit of an accident, right? So in fact, so much so that he had to let the Twitterverse know he was thinking of Tiger. So he had his boy Jason Miller tweet out a message for him. So Jason Miller said, statement from Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America, quotes, get well soon, Tiger. You are a true champion.
Immediately banned, right?
Yeah, it was Miller banned. I don't know.
Yeah,
was Jason Miller banned?
I don't know.
He's the guy who's got all the child support. He's like the Avenatti style. I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. He has 280,000 followers, so not quite like the 68 million that Trump had. In other Trump news, he might have to testify in court soon on rape allegations, but he's going to be like, look at my body of work, Your Honor, and look at her body. She's not my type. I rest my case and plead the fifth, which is what she is, A5. So, who else we got? Old, come on, man, Joseph Jack Biden had a weird Twitter day, I would say, on yesterday. President Biden has two Twitter accounts, the POTUS account, and which only follows 12 people, or I guess it was 13, now it's 12, and his personal, which follows 47. So he's not following a lot of people,
Well, sure, because he doesn't run his accounts.
Right, but it's also like a thing of power. Like I'm not going to follow every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know.
It's
so
like, yeah, I mean, like, right, yeah, you see like a lot of big acts do that where
Right.
they only
people
follow
come to
people
me.
that- well, I think it's also a business move, right? Because people want the
True.
people they're following are other people they'd like their followers to follow.
If
So
the president of the
sometimes
United States
it
is
just makes
following
sense.
you, then a lot of people will follow that person or group because they're interested.
Especially
right.
when somebody doesn't
Yes.
really run the account, like any account Joe Biden is represented by.
Right.
You know what used to be huge is when I used to intern for Dave Matthews Band, there was like a memo sent around being like, as tempting as it is, do not put yourself in his top 8 on MySpace.
Yeah.
That was huge,
Some
man.
people probably did. One of the few people that he follows, Chrissy Teigen, begged him to please stop following her from the POTUS account in particular. He's
Makes
following her
sense.
from both. Biden was following her from both accounts. And here's what she literally had to say. She said, I have tweeted a handful of times since my treasured at POTUS following. In order for me to flourish as me, I must ask you to please, Lord, unfollow me. I love you. It's not you, it's me. So that's weird, right?
I got a
Not
question.
very American.
What does Chrissy Teigen do? Why is she always in the fucking news? Like,
She writes
I know-
cookbooks. I know that because I have one. My wife.
She's
is
a
big Chrissy
huge
Teigen fan.
influencer.
She was on TV shows like the.
I know who she
LL
is,
Cool J.
but
who
why is she
campaigned
still
for
relevant?
Biden.
She's
She
a
campaigned for
she's a
Biden
Sports
heavily,
Illustrated
right?
model. She's on TV shows like the Rap Battle. She writes books and she's married
She speaks
to
her
John
mind.
Legend. Yeah,
Right.
so
And they
I mean,
campaigned for Biden extremely hard.
It's like why are any of the influencers in the media?
I know, but her especially just.
Well,
seems
why
like
is she
she's
asking
always,
him to
she's always
unfollow her?
around?
That's the real question.
After
Why is she asking? Yeah.
She campaigns for the guy for fucking years, and then now she's like, "Get away from me!"
Exactly.
What the fuck is that about?
Pretty fucking weird. Well, the admin running the POTUS account, even weirder, obliged her. And an hour later, Teigen.
So POTUS
yeah.
is so weak. By the way,
Yeah.
this is exactly par for the course for Biden admin. Anybody raises a stink, and they just bull over. They're such pushovers.
They
Like-
unfollowed her, and then
Yeah,
she released this tweet. She says, "Bitch, fuck, shit, suck the D. I am free." So she just
why is that such a big
why
deal?
did I don't know why she couldn't have cussed to begin with.
Yeah.
She thinks she couldn't have cussed around Biden.
All
look,
around
he's not
lame.
the Pope. He says damn and shit like every other word. So
What's
Oh,
more lame, this or the Oval Office that got shut down by Twitter? That was the dog account run by the White
Hold on,
House.
was that her angle though? Was her angle? Was she trying to like make a joke where she's like, "Oh,
I can't
unfollow
be
me so I can
disrespectful.
so I can really be who I really am"?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it sounds
I don't know,
like it.
Pat, but it's
lamest shit I've ever
embarrassing for Biden.
She's a weirdo.
and
Yeah.
her?
Well, yeah, but
Very strange all around.
she got in the news. It's just really more embarrassing for Biden. Lastly, Ted Cruz went on a podcast yesterday and was talking shit about his neighbors that ratted him out for going to Cancun. He said, Heidi's pretty pissed about that. Here's a suggestion to those neighbors. Just don't be assholes. He also went on to say that those getting angry about the trip need to laugh a little bit, loosen up. So loosen up, guys, right? Like, let bygones be bygones. We lived, right?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I'm
most
okay with
people,
it.
right?
You
All right.
okay with it?
Cancun was
I-
nicer.
You
than
know what?
Texas.
I'm fucking fine with Cruz going to. I honestly, I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Not happy with him still. Wes, your turn.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna play a clip here if you guys get this one started. As you can see, I am wearing red. Pat coincidentally wearing red in solidarity of Tiger Woods here.
Tiger Woods has been involved in a serious car crash. As you can see here, the LA sheriff says Tiger Woods was involved in a single vehicle rollover, traffic collision, and had to be extricated with the jaws of life. This
Whoa.
There you have it. Crazy
The
day.
luggage flew out of the car. I mean,
No, they removed all of his stuff after they got him
Was
out.
Ellen involved?
Ellen, you mean Elon?
Elon?
No, he was alone.
his ex-wife.
Single person car
Yeah,
crash.
exactly. Could you imagine
the
if he
last
fucking
one.
died? If he fucking died, oh my God.
That'd be
Yeah.
rough. A year after Kobe, or
That's
whatever.
what I'm
Was it
saying.
1 year after? Yeah.
Terrible.
Pretty much
No.
exactly, right?
Luckily,
Right around, yeah.
yeah. Luckily, his injuries were not life threatening. Here's what we know. Obviously, we record this podcast at night. So, and the latest, the last time I checked, after there was a news brief, that he was still in surgery. So, what happened was it was about 7:12 in the morning when he got in this accident. He was traveling down what residents around the area call a very accident-prone area. They're like it's like the spot where they're like, I got in an accident. Like, oh, was it there? And they're like, yeah, it was there. And they're like, of course.
Was it Devil's Corner? Was it Fireball Alley?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Was it just over the hill? Then you go down, you pick up speed, and then you crash. Yeah, that's
Was
where
it
it
in your driveway?
No,
Oh, that was the last time.
that was
Oh.
and that was not. Yeah, that was a little
Yeah,
bit
and
out
I
of
mean,
his
you also
driveway.
got to wonder: was this end of the night or beginning of the day?
Morning,
Right? It was in the morning, and they
Well, right, but
have
for
Oh.
him personally.
Oh,
No, it was so. I'll get to it, but I'll just jump to it now. The officer that responded on the scene at about around 7:15 said he found Tiger inside the car. He had rolled the car over. You saw the pictures there. He crossed over a median. Barely missed a tree. Let me pull up another picture for you guys. This is
oh,
Damn, you fucked
yeah.
up
I mean,
that car.
he fucking totaled the car. It's crazy.
Assuming it's a Buick. That's
It was it's actually a Genesis because he had just got done with the Genesis Open where he was like, the host of it. They had to remove him.
That is a bad sponsorship deal. Like that's a bad press for the Genesis.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a Hyundai.
Genesis. I guess it's Hyundai's a luxury brand.
I just bought a Buick because of Tiger. I don't like to see this.
Well, he didn't crash a Buick.
He didn't crash a Buick. This is a Genesis.
Wouldn't have.
Anyway, when the officer got on the scene, he said that Tiger was lucid. He knew where he was. He identified himself as Tiger. He wasn't, screaming about how he was in pain, probably because he was in shock, like the officer said at the press conference. But he did say that it doesn't appear that he was, under the influence of anything.
Oh, good.
He was on his way to a shoot at the golf course, which was about 15 minutes from the hotel where he was staying. So they, of course, people were speculating about that.
horrible that he got in the crash, but
He was
better-
going to
better
work.
that he's not-
He was
better
going to
that
work.
he's-
He was
yeah.
on his way to a shoot with some other
He had-
celebrities. He's been hanging out with celebrities the last couple of days, like
7:15
Dwayne
a.m.
Wade,
though.
David
Whenever
Spade.
whenever it's
Yeah, he was
7:15
hanging out with
a.m.,
David Spade. I saw that.
You always wonder.
Yeah,
Right.
Early morning.
Yes.
he likes the painkillers. Tiger does.
Well, he just had
Yeah.
his fifth back operation. You said he identified himself as Tiger. Who would he have identified himself as?
And when they
Someone
asked,
else?
when
I'm David Spade.
When they
They
asked,
were
him,
like,
yeah, when
he
they-
knew his name.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
was not
Yeah.
intoxicated for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, he wasn't like concussed like severely,
Right.
like his head was there. So he was taken to the Harvard UCLA Medical Center where his agent Mark Steinberg said he was in emergency surgery. Apparently, both of his legs were like seriously injured. His
Compound
injuries.
fractures.
Yeah, they Bryson DeChambeau and a bunch of other golfers were asked, and Bryson kind of said that he talked to this guy Rob. I don't know who Rob is, but he said that both legs were broken. I don't know if that's fact but that's just what Bryson kind of said in his little interview.
Damn.
That's all we know. So
Scary.
Double.
it's very
cast.
scary.
Ouch.
You think Tiger comes back from this?
For
it's
golf?
funny.
Wow.
Well, they
golf
they-
again.
They started, Ben Hogan back
Yes.
in 1949 got in a really severe accident and had to be removed from his car with like the same thing, Jaws of Life. And no one thought he was going to golf again. And then a year later, he was back on the golf course. So people are already drawing comparisons to that. They're talking about how mentally strong Tiger is, how physically strong he is. And if he's able to, we'll absolutely be back. I totally believe that. I know
He'll be
that's,
back.
yeah, I think he'll be back too. I really hope he will be. But for now, no Masters. They're just glad he's alive.
Get
and
well
everyone's,
soon. Right. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's probably
Right.
He's probably still like not in the greatest shape if he's still in surgery as we're recording.
He
No,
was already
his-
he was already probably going to miss the Masters with the back surgery.
Right.
Like
Yeah, and in his appearance at the Genesis, they were asking him about it, and he's like, "Hopefully, I'll be there." But you could tell he was like, I mean, he was not looking great. I don't know, he was obviously in pain and just kind of like not giving away the exact nature. He said he had MRI coming up, but Jack Nicklaus took to Twitter. A bunch of people took to Twitter. I'm just going to read Jack Nicklaus's because he's like the most famous guy. Barbara and I just heard about Tiger's accident, and like everyone else, we're deeply concerned. We want to offer him our heartfelt support and prayers at this difficult time. Please join us wishing Tiger successful surgery and all the best at full recovery. That's pretty much what everyone was saying. So that's the same thing we want to say. Hopefully get well soon, Tiger. With the scary moment for his kids as well. So we hope he has a full recovery, and we hope he gets back on the tour and just walking soon.
Yeah, that's rough. Good
Indeed.
luck, Tiger.
ooh, scary day.
All right, boys. This one comes to us from listener at Full Board Barbecue, and it's about something that happened last week, but it's perfect timing for us because we were actually just discussing this yesterday, and we were wondering, do terrorists blow themselves up by accident too? Like, father or whoever doing the
Expectant
gender
fathers.
reveals. Yeah, exactly. who want to show off the gender of their baby.
Yes, of course they do.
Uterus terrorists.
Right.
Right. Is it just, or is it turns out terrorists do indeed blow themselves up on accident as well. Taking it over to the village of Kitla in northern Balkh province of Afghanistan, where 30 Taliban fanatics were being trained by 6 out-of-town experts on a mine-making training. Inside the local mosque, of course, is where they do the mine-making training. Perfect place for 36 guys and explosives to just chill out all day. Right, fellas?
Yeah,
Right, fellas?
that's where they're supposed to be.
Let's make some mines.
Yeah. I got a little Taliban meme for you there for your viewing pleasure. YouTube.com/hardfactnews. Predictably, these morons who were packed inside a tight space with tons of unstable explosives had an accident. And, quote, as a result of the explosion of a mine in a mosque, 30 terrorist Taliban, including 6 foreign nationals who were professional mine makers, were killed, said the Afghanistan Defense Ministry. They further continued to taunt the Taliban, saying, quote, there were no survivors from the blast. It is the deadliest of its kind. In the past, the enemies would have had like 6, 8, or 10 people while planting or making a mine. But this is the first time they suffered heavy losses while laughing, probably.
They wiped the whole cell wiped itself out.
Yeah, the whole thing. 30 Taliban members, the 6 trainers training them how to make mines, all gone, and the mosque too. I'm sure.
They're like lemmings. They're like the game Lemmings that Wes likes.
Were they all like bent over this fucking thing?
They blew themselves up.
They were like gathered around the mine making table, you know. Like,
They're all standing on it.
Yeah, I bet someone was showing off like a new technique. You're an asshole if you're a terrorist, obviously. You're a next level asshole if you're making IEDs in your church.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's a bad
for real.
bad look. That was instant karma because they all exploded along with the church.
What's the opposite of RIP? Screw you, rotten hell, right?
Yeah, well, we don't really have to say much. They're going to find out pretty well. They found out already that there's not 99
not
virgins.
the virgins,
No.
unfortunately for them. Yeah, real bad day for the Taliban in general. Great day
that.
for pyrotechnic gender reveal dads, though, because it's probably leveled the body count a little bit. Also, bad news on that whole pulling out of Afghanistan thing. Rumor on the street is that the U.S. is just getting comfortable in supporting the government regime against the Taliban under the new Biden administration, even as the Taliban threaten more violence if Biden doesn't make good on withdrawing troops by May 1st, as was agreed to under the previous Trump administration. So looking like we're staying in Afghanistan forever, but you probably expected that. But let's not talk about withdrawal right now. Let's talk about deployment to the Apple and Android app stores to download the Stereo app and get in on our free live shows with us every Wednesday and Friday. Very fun. You can leave voicemails for us direct in the show. It's like radio meets social media feed. It's fantastic. So go to stereo.com/hardfactorwill, stereo.com/hardfactormark, stereo.com/hardfactorwes, or stereo.com/Pat Cassidy, and download the app from our URLs so you can get in with the boys. Follow us on the app. And then join us every Wednesday and Friday for a free live experience. Stick around after the podcast to hear a sample of our last show. And join Mark and Wes today at what, boys, like 5 Eastern?
Yeah, whenever we find out news about Tiger, we'll go around 5 Eastern.
Nice.
Yeah.
Afternoon commute today with Mark and Wes. Stereo.
Tiger Watch. Guys, shout out Ed82987 on Twitter for this one. A massive miscarriage of justice has occurred in Ohio as a federal grand jury has handed down a 6-count superseding indictment charging 2 patriots, Theodore Lutton, age 60, and Christine Lutton, age 63, both of Rogers, Ohio. They were both charged with various violations after law enforcement investigators searched their property. This was back in October 2020. And guys, once you hear what the couple's been charged with, you'll see why this is bullshit. Investigators found Theodore Lutton illegally in possession of 27 firearms, an explosive device, and here's the kicker.
Well, okay.
Oh,
I mean, go on. It doesn't sound that bad so far, but what's the last piece?
and a deceased bald eagle.
What? The podium?
Fuck, and a deceased bald eagle. I misread the story. I didn't know it was a dead bald eagle.
The eagle was dead?
I'm changing my whole fucking turn. That's like spitting on Jesus. Fuck these guys.
Soft corner.
They need to throw the book at him. You don't let a bald eagle die. I thought it was an alive bald eagle. I was ready to defend this guy.
Yeah, you thought he was like raising a bald eagle.
He was in possession of a dead bald eagle that he had just killed with his 27 rifles.
Can you kill someone if they have
Or
a dead bald
negligence.
eagle in their car? Can you like
Ooh.
just kill them?
I mean, it's got to be a high crime and misdemeanor.
It's not technically legal, but no one's taking you to jail for it. Guys, inside the home, investigators state they located approximately 20 firearms, blasting caps for initiating an explosive device, a hand grenade, 3 ballistic Kevlar vests, 1 dead bald eagle,
Oh,
an improvised explosive device with screws taped to the exterior. Theodore Lutton is prohibited, by the way, big shocker here, guys, from possessing firearms due to a
Yeah.
prior felony conviction.
Tell you what they didn't find in his apartment is Magnum condoms. That little dick motherfucker.
No, what a piece
Yeah.
of shit, bro. How do you let a
Killing
bald
bald
eagle
eagles?
die?
Yeah,
oh. Well, he killed it. Sounds like
he killed it.
Sounds like he killed it. He got all those guns. He probably killed it.
Yeah. What are the 30 guns?
Right. That's my guess is how the bald eagle died.
I was ready to take up a legal defense fund for this guy. Now I'm
No.
going to mail him
Well,
my
if it had been a
pubes.
live
It's
bald
Pube
eagle
City.
and he was taking care of it, and then he was just doing target practice like a true American on the weekends or something, and then that would have been okay. But he's killing bald eagles with his illegal firearms. That's
Luckily
not
for
okay.
us and all of our listeners, we can safely do that with the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0. We can all trim our pubes and mail them to this piece of shit.
Yeah, let's all chip in our pubes.
Yeah,
we'll get a
there we
P.O.
go.
box. Wes, we still have that P.O. box? Because
I have no idea. I'm sure I owe something on it.
It's like that wedding thing of sand, but just pubes. We'll get like all our
and I want pubes from all
Dudes.
different races,
Yeah.
sizes,
and
genders,
regions. Yeah.
and regions.
Chicks
Yeah.
too, whatever. Just
Yeah.
pubes. In
Pubes.
general.
Yeah, we'll know. Mail him in a pink envelope, guys. He was also in possession of a frozen red-tailed hawk.
What is wrong with this guy?
Red-tailed hawk.
A frozen hawk?
That's another American classic.
He's a
raptor.
bird collector.
What is this guy doing? It
It's
was
a-
dead as well.
Yeah, it was a
Well-
violation of the Migratory Bird Act. Well, it could have been alive. It was frozen
Oh,
though.
fuck this guy.
Taking-
Frozen. Oh.
Yeah, it was frozen to death.
Who
He's-
keeps mailing
he's
this guy
torturing.
dead birds?
Oh no. He looks
Yeah.
like a bird torturer.
Looks like a McVeigh wannabe
That's
or
sick,
a
man.
Ted Kaczynski.
He's a
Take-
he's a skilled bird catcher. I'll tell you.
Get
Yeah.
him off the streets. It's not that hard to kill a predator, Wes. They sit in trees, and if you have a rifle, you have 27 rifles with scopes.
Well, I've never
Boom,
seen a
kill
bald
him,
eagle.
done. Easy.
Guys, let's
That's
take
your
it to the
focus.
internet for one of the best and most in-depth comments I've ever read. Michael Bravo says, "Well, finding a dead bird or two and keeping them for stuffing, if neither's been stuffed yet, is against the law. Who knew? Felony.
Oh, no.
Felony." Sure, he's guilty on cocaine and meth possession charges this time, but would he have even had to resort to possibly intending to sell them if his prior and now bogus felony had been revoked? He goes on.
This guy kills birds and is trying to sell them. He's wondering.
Right.
Someone was like, "What the fuck? Where are you from, man?"
Find these dead birds. I'm finding a dead bird.
How much trouble would he have been if he sold it on the internet, on the dark web?
Mhm.
That was a weird one.
I gotta.
Yeah,
Before you jump
I'm
into your
waiting for
story,
you.
Mark,
I
you guys,
saw it.
you guys like wasting time doing things the hard way when you don't have to, right?
No.
Standing in line when you don't have to, spending extra money when you don't have to.
Wes,
It's great,
Hey,
right?
fuck you,
Crazy
Wes.
talk.
No.
Of course you guys don't, which is why you need to skip the post office and head on over to Stamps.com. Stamps.com has saved businesses thousands of hours and tons of money. With Stamps.com, you get the services of the post office and UPS all in one place, plus big discounts on mailing and shipping rates. Stamps.com brings the services of the U.S. Postal Service and UPS right to your computer. Never again mutter the words, "Hey, be back in God knows when. I got to go to the post office." Never again. Stamps.com is a must-have for any business, whether you're a small office sending out invoices or a big warehouse sending thousands of packages a day. Stamps.com can handle it. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. posters 24/7, any size, any letter, any class of mail, anywhere you want to go, the mail is ready. With Stamps.com, you get discounts up to 40% off post office rates and 62% off UPS shipping rates. That's a lot. Those are big discounts, guys. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, saving you time and money. Stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with our promo code HARDFACTOR, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contract. And what's better than getting something like electronic in the mail for free? It's amazing. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in HARDFACTOR. That's Stamps.com, promo code HARDFACTOR. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again.
All right, guys. I've got a segment for you I'm calling The Great Outdoors in honor of the late, great John Candy. And both of my stories in the segment are up north. So shout out to our Alaska and Canada listeners.
Ooh, nice
Oh.
hat.
Thank you.
You got a
Thank
hat now.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to be doing a lot of northern stories.
Like it.
First up,
What kind of hat is
left over from the storm?
that's right, storm hat. Will it's a
Okay.
it's a winter hat. First up, let's keep it in the States. In Alaska, you need to be a little
Like a fur
tougher.
or something?
Yeah, it's like a fur or something. In Alaska, you need to be a little tougher than old city amenity worshiping crybaby me. You see, you need to, in a lot of locations, poop in an outhouse year round and sometime march over to that outhouse through several feet of snow and freezing weather.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
It's not easy.
Off the grid.
Well off the grid.
Pat, like Pat said, you don't ever shit in your own place, especially if you're off the grid.
Nope. You shit in your outhouse. That's exactly what Shannon Stevens did a few weeks ago. And then she did what I'd probably do and got right to work because it's freezing and your niddly diddlies are exposed. You want to get in and get out. And you probably don't pay any attention to your surroundings, and you definitely don't expect to get bit in the ass when you plop it down in the can. But Stevens did. She got bit big time. She went howling back into the house and said, "I was bit while taking a shit." Her brother Eric heard her screaming from their fucking yurt near
Oh,
Haynes.
hilarious.
Yeah.
These people live in a yurt. These are like vanning people except in Alaska. You know about yurts, yurt life?
Yes, yurt
Yeah,
life is
yeah.
awesome. Eric and his girlfriend live in a yurt. His sister was visiting, and she got bit in her brother's outhouse outside the yurt. Eric heard her screaming from the yurt near Haines, Alaska, in southeast Alaska, and he marched 150 feet toward the outhouse ready to kill. The siblings thought it was a squirrel or raccoon at first because Shannon had all of her ass intact, but when Eric fit with a headlamp on his head, opened the toilet seat, he saw a bear's face.
That's not what you want to see.
No, he didn't.
That's
Yeah.
a playful bear.
He said, "I opened the toilet seat, and there's just a bear face
That's
right
a
up,
bear that loves shit.
right there at the level of the toilet seat, just looking right back up through the hole right at me. I just shut the lid as fast as I could. I said, "There's a bear down there." We got out of there as fast as we could. And we ran back to the yurt. Eric,
Yeah.
There's a bear with a fetish down there.
Yeah.
Bear's a prankster.
Big poop fetish. Scat bear.
Well, either that or no wonder why it's biting, because it's probably mad that people kept peeing and pooping on it, right?
Well, you
No,
got
it knew
free.
it.
Either way.
It knew what it was doing.
It sucks
Yeah.
that bear eats
It's a
shit.
love bite.
It sucks that bear eats shit because you got to just go take care of the bear and you got free dinner.
Well,
for like
luckily
months.
for her, you say, "Whoa, that is big," but it's not the biggest bear. Luckily for her, that's why she still has her rat. There's a picture up if you go to YouTube. It's like the paw print's like the size of her hand, maybe a little bigger. But yeah,
Bear, not bad eating.
the old bear in the outhouse. That's an old Alaska trick. Shitters over there in the outhouse. they have no idea that's where Ted sleeps. Next up, we go a little east, but still very north to Canada, where according to our Discord chat, you can access through patreon.com/heartfactor. You can make the Northern Lights move by whistling in some spots, and you can also see fireballs in the sky this time of year. It's
Dooley
fireball
taught us that.
season. Yeah, that's right, Dooley. It's fireball season in Canada. The fireballs, which I'm going to show you here, are an awesome video compilation of a meteor. So let me try to do this real quickly. You guys keep talking. I'm just going to do.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see it. This happened in what part of Canada again, Mark?
I'm going to get to that in just a second. I'm just going to
Okay.
share the screen here. It should be working. You guys see it?
Oh,
Yeah, see
All
the
right.
CBN feed live.
YouTube.com/heartfactor. It's a flaming blue meteor that likely hit ground. It could be seen flying over the prairies from at least two provinces, Alberta and Saskatchewan, with reports coming in from Jasper to Saskatoon. Pretty fucking cool, right? That's right. It's fireball season.
I'm gonna
So
go to Saskatoon. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
You gonna
play,
play
it.
it?
You didn't play it.
Are you fucking kidding?
No,
me?
you pulled it up on the screen and then you didn't press play.
All right. Well, this is
Yeah.
the worst. I don't
I'll
understand.
take your word for it.
I don't understand.
Oh, now we lost you. Okay.
This is the worst. All right, hang on. I have to play it now. This is
Yeah, you gotta play it.
Yeah,
I
now
have
you
to.
got to play it.
I
What do they
absolutely
do
have
in
to play this.
Saskatoon? You think?
How do I hit
try
Oh,
to
there it
stay
goes.
warm.
Here we go.
Play
All
button.
right,
There we go.
Hey,
Hey,
Whoa.
whoa!
Look at that
Giant
shit.
meteor right across.
That's
the
amazing.
beauty. It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, here it
So
goes.
There you go.
it's
Damn.
all different views. They took a lot of different views of it. Pretty fucking cool. It is fireball season. Like I said, it's rare, but if they did touch the ground, there will be some meteorites to be found. What do you think about that, Treasure Hunter Wes?
That
Wow.
a meteor is
A meteorite.
You know, yeah, meteorite. That's
Pieces of the
that's
meteor.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I would like that. Cool.
Nice.
All right, guys, listen. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. That's how it goes, right? That's the saying.
Yep.
Yesterday he tooketh Tiger from the Masters and possibly golf forever, but he gaveth the Pakistani rollerblading police video. Now, before I play the video, just some background. This is the new elite police force of rollerblading badasses, and they're being deployed in Pakistan's largest city of Karachi in an attempt to curb crime and harassment. Farouk Ali, who is the leader of the 20-member elite team, said, quote,
Are they going to curb crime and harassment by absorbing it all on themselves?
Yes, by wearing rollerblades. Exactly. Yes.
They'll be able to catch him. They'll be able to catch him because people will be hunched over laughing at them, so they won't be able to get away. They'll be.
What's the one thing that's so cool? It'll stop all harassment.
Yeah, they're all going to trip, turning around to mock them while they're running backwards. Right. We felt, he said, quote, we felt we needed to come up with an innovative approach to control street crime. Apparently, these rollerblading cops, none of whom look comfortable on the rollerblades yet, are better able to chase motorcycles through the busy streets and its 20 million person population. Anila Aslam, a policewoman, said, quote, this rollerblading will really benefit us. With this training, we can reach narrow alleys very quickly where it is usually difficult to go. Apparently, an earlier video showed them carrying weapons far too heavy for them to handle, and people were concerned that these fuckers would be slipping and falling with bazookas in their hands, but they will only be handling small handguns. Police admitted that the poor conditions in many places will make the rollerblading police completely useless if the thieves can make it to the shit roads, but if they stay on smooth roads, watch out. And here is a
all you gotta do is go down a bumpy road. This is so ridiculous.
You said all of them are bad at rollerblading currently, except for the chief that clearly implemented it, who's like you probably like an amateur professional rollerblader. He's like, what do you think about rollerblades?
It's easy, guys.
Even he's not great. Here's a video of some scenes that I haven't seen yet. Feel free to talk over it. But All right, you guys get it. Did you see the guy who was clearly ashamed to be on the rollerblades?
It was like all of them, right?
He looked right at the camera.
That's all of them.
Knew how ridiculous.
A couple of those guys had some moves though, skipping the stairs like that.
That's straight. The guy who implemented the program.
Right.
They wanted to show it off.
In San Francisco, I noticed like San Francisco is so steep in some places that it's hard to just walk down a hill in sneakers, but the cops have boots there, which is like, just commit a crime and run. There's no way they'll be able to catch you if they're in fucking boots. They'll fall the fuck down. Same deal in Pakistan. Like what? Yeah. What are they doing?
Take it down some gravel. These guys are done.
It's not Arizona. It's Pakistan.
It reminds me of like a Naked Gun goof. Like Leslie Nielsen slaps on the rollerblades and he's going down the San Francisco hills and he can't stop. Yeah.
There's another piece of the video where they all hold on to each other in line and they're getting pulled by a fucking motorcycle for training, just in one big like. It's fantastic. Go check out the clips online. I'm not going to play them all here, but
check the remix that Wes did with what's the name
on
of
our
song?
Twitter. I don't know what the name of the song is.
Gleam
It's
in
the
the
opening.
Cube.
Openings to the Gleam in the Cube.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, boys. One last section. But we're running a little long today, but we got to do it. It's voicemails. Voicemails are back. Okay. I know that we had taken them away for a while, but it's back. Wednesdays are voicemails. Fridays are 5-star reviews. So what that means is that leave us a voicemail at 512-270-1480 for a chance to hear it played on the end of the Wednesday pods, and leave us any 5-star review, no matter how rude or funny, if you want to compliment or break us down, whatever you want, and we will read it on Fridays. Leave that on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can leave us a review. If you screenshot us a 5-star review on a different app, we'll still read that. So let's get back to these voicemails, fellas. First one is from the Grease Tank.
What's up, boys? It's Grease Tank. I was listening to your show today, and I love the bit about you guys talking about Frank Biden. Do have a bone to pick with you guys talking smack about the name Frank as a former identifier as Frank. I feel like I have to defend myself and all Franks around here, so I'm going to go ahead and roast your guys' names. Here we go. Will, your name is the slang term for a penis. Boom, roasted. Mark, your name is so boring and unoriginal, this roast is going to leave, Wes, assuming it's short for Wesley, which sounds a lot like Leslie, which is a girl name. Boom, roasted. pet. Your name is so simple, your newborn baby will be able to spell it. Boom, roasted. Always good fun, boys. Keep up the good work. Love you guys.
Nice.
Grease
That was
tank.
fun.
That was good.
Grease Tank, you race vans. Boom, roasted.
Grease Tank, you could have gone by Frank the Tank. Boom,
Yeah, you
roasted.
dumbass. Love Grease Tank. I do want to. I asked Grease Tank. I was like, "Can I do a ride along in one of your vans?" And he was like, well, and then before he answered, I was like, "Or would that mess things up? Because it would be, your van would be heavier." And he's like, "Shit, no, doesn't matter." And that's when I knew.
What
Van
is Grease
racing.
Tank?
Yeah,
He
what does he
races
do?
vans?
Oh, if Grease Tank races vans, bro,
Oh shit, the Grease
they're
Tank.
awesome.
He can win with you in it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wow, that's a fast van.
Or not very competitive. Whatever.
Right. He's
One
just,
or the other.
Or he's just a cool fucking dude. Yeah.
Yeah, just wants to pound brewskis while we're on the track.
Getting third place.
Grease Tank
Third
is
place
the man.
brewskis.
Grease Tank is the man. Very well played by the Grease Tank. All right, this next voicemail actually comes from Hard Factor Mark.
Oh shit. Shit.
Sorry, guys. I'm just yelling. I find that it helps me keep warm to yell. So, yeah, still no power, and I'm yelling. I'm in the wrong zip code, apparently. They didn't put it in Zillow, but they should add to the Zillow for my zip code that if you live in this zip code, the city will abandon you first and for the longest in times of emergency. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll be on the pod Friday. Maybe I won't. Okay, bye.
Nice.
You made it back, Mark.
You
Thank
guys see, I'm doing the Houston Mayor thing. Oh, I lost power.
Yeah.
I just turned off my camera. I lost power totally.
Crazy power outage. Nice. Well, we're glad you have your power back and that you made it back, Mark. One last voicemail here, fellas.
Just making sure you still do these.
Yep. And like I said, I know it's been a while, but yes, we are still doing the voicemails. Again, leave them at 512-270-1480 for a chance to hear them on Wednesdays at the end of the show. Drop a 5-star review to get them read on Friday's shows. Check out patreon.com/hardfactor if you want more podcasts. Hit up hardfactor.com for merch. Download the Stereo app and join Wes and Mark today for another one of those shows. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.